One man who is in the squad is joining us on the line is Alan Judge. Alan, thanks for joining us.
How are you, lads? Is all right?
Very well, we're very well. Squad's just been announced. Give us the heads up a little bit on when you tend to find out. I know when I was playing we used to find out a little bit earlier, but are you waiting by the phone, or is it the club informed a little bit earlier maybe than we're privy to?
Yeah, the club lets you know a day or two before. The club receives an email and then they just forward it on to you, and that's how we find out. Nice
to be back in the squad. I know you played last month, came on against Poland. I know injury-wise it's been a frustrating time for you, but just good to be back involved, playing regularly at club level and obviously amassing a few more caps.
Yeah, definitely. On the injury front, I'm completely free. I'm feeling good. With the last international, it was good to get on against Poland. I was just lacking a bit of minutes, which, to be fair, is understandable. The lads have started really well here. So I'm just biding my time, and over the last few weeks I've featured a lot more, and I've actually started a few games, which is good. Yeah,
you've had to be a little bit patient, haven't you? Because you've mentioned it there, the team started the season so well. Players in your position playing particularly well as well. So it's a case of just biding that time, waiting for the right opportunity. But last week, starting the game against Arsenal in the Cup, scoring a really good free kick. You started again on Tuesday. So minutes starting to clock up now, which you must be pleased with.
Yeah, it is, and confidence as well. Confidence is key. It's everything, isn't it? So, that goal against Arsenal done me the world of good. I've been feeling very good, and as I said, I've just been waiting my time. A lot of things change over 2 years. We play a different formation to when I got injured. I was usually a number 10. Now I've been asked to, when I do play as a winger, which is a little bit different for me. But I'm happy to do it, and as I said, I'll just bide my time, and when I get the chance, I feel like now I'm starting to get back to where I was before. Whereas last year I was probably rushing it a bit. Now I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling physically very good.
Tell us a little bit about Brentford, because a lot of our viewers and listeners might not be fully aware of the fact that you're probably most fans in England's second favourite team with the style of play that you do try and play more often than not. You've got Leeds on Saturday, which we'll touch on a little bit, but tell us a little bit about maybe the way it's changed under Dean Smith and the way that he sets the team up.
When I first came down here, I came down under Mark Warburton, and he sold to me the structure, the way they play football. And ever since Warburton was here, that's just continued on. The gaffer, Dean Smith, came in. He'd done the exact same thing. We've tweaked a few things. We do maybe a little bit more high pressure. The minute you lose the ball, you go hunt for it straight away. But it's just, I think if you ever come watch a Brentford game, you go away thinking that was a good game to watch.
Yeah, well, the fans normally get their money's worth, don't they? The model of Brentford as well, which you're obviously very familiar with, you've been there a number of years, is the recruitment side of things based on formulas, the level that they go into, the detail that they go into on the recruitment level. And in the main, you would have to say it's worked. Then more often than not, players move on for big fees. And you, of course, would have been probably one of those players a couple of years ago before that unfortunate injury. A lot of talk about maybe moving to Newcastle.
Yeah. As I said, I've been here. I've seen players move on for big money. Listen, Matthew Brennan puts an unbelievable amount of money into the club, and for him to bring in players when they're maybe not as well known and then sell them for the money that we do sell them for is unbelievable. I think once we get into the new stadium, I think that'll be a big difference for us as well. We're competing to other people.
Your manager, who has impressed me certainly with the way he's gone about things. Before he was at your place, he was at Walsall on a stringent budget, overproduced, I felt. Now he's getting linked with the vacant Villa manager's job. How does that go on in the dressing room? I remember being in the dressing room, managers getting linked, and it was like little chats around the canteen or whatever. He would be a big loss, wouldn't he?
He would be. As I said, he plays the football people want to see. He's approachable. He's easy to talk to. So, you see the links this morning around here as if nothing's happening. It's just really getting on with it, and it's just the way the gaffer is, really. He has a joke and a laugh with the players, and there you go. You just go out and do your job.
What would you say his qualities are, Alan, in terms of, I know you spoke about the style of it, but man management, for instance? I used to very much respect the manager who, like you at the start of this season, maybe you're coming on or you're not getting on, those frustrating times. What's he like in those type of scenarios with you?
Yeah, he's been good. I think I think he trusts me. You know, I was good for him before I got injured, and you know, he knows I still have that in me, and I know I have it in me too. And I say, man management, he's close to the players, but he's not too close. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can have a laugh and a joke with him, but then when it comes down to the serious side, you know, you don't want to be on the wrong side either.
Alan, it's great to see you back playing well and feeling confident. That's maybe the key word that you use. And, you know, it's a very tough time last year. Can you give us a sense, what is it like as a professional footballer playing at this unbelievably high level when you don't have confidence? So when you're out there on a pitch and you know either your body's not right or you're not feeling good, what's that experience like for that 90 minutes?
Yeah, it's hard because you're thinking, can I do this? But the more you play, the more you do. You start seeing it now. Over the last 2 games, my numbers, I know everybody knows football's about stats now lately, and my numbers have been covering an awful lot of ground. I'm definitely getting back to where I was before.
Right.
As you say, about confidence is you feel good yourself, but then you have people in the background here, oh, he didn't do what he used to do before he got injured. And even though you know that's not true, it's still, you know, it eats away at you a little bit. And then obviously you've got social media, all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, fans just want to see you do what you did before.
Yeah.
And I've been very lucky with the Brentford fans here. You know, they're all on my side. They know it takes a little bit of time. It just can't turn it on like a light switch. Realistically, I've been back 6-7 months from a 2 years out, and it's now where I'm feeling right. I'm nearly there.
Right. Okay.
And as I said, the goal against Arsenal, playing games, confidence is everything.
It's a really good question though that you ask. Fans just assume just because he's been back training 3 months or he's played 8-10 games, it takes that little bit of time, first of all, to trust your body, I'd imagine, Alan, and then the second of all, to build up that confidence physically, mentally. It's not easy.
Well, even the reason I asked it, Alan, I don't know, did you see Michael Owen was on BT Sport a couple of weeks ago? It did the rounds on social media as well, just talking about being on the pitch and certain situations arise, and he knew, you know, God, 5 years ago, I know what I could do in this situation, and not being able to do it was kind of soul destroying. I guess you probably had a taste of that on the comeback trail.
Oh, definitely. Like, there was games last year when the ball was coming to me and I was thinking, I just want to get rid of it. I want to just make sure I get 1-2 touch, get the ball, make sure I give it to the right person and move on. But now I'm doing things again. I'm doing what I felt I was doing before. You know, I'm trying passes, I'm putting crosses in. You know, I'm looking for the ball constantly. And it's just, you got to build into it. It's hard to explain. As you said, Michael Owen spoke about it. You really don't know what goes through your head because you feel good 1 minute and then you hear something from somebody and it kind of just puts you right back down to zero confidence.
Right.
So you've got to be mentally strong, and I feel personally I have been, and I feel like I'm on the up now.
I hope you're not reading social media.
No, I'll stay away.
He's far too wise for that. Listen, before you go, I want to ask you about Saturday's game. You're coming up against Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds. The purists out there are going to be buzzing with this one because it's on paper it should be a magnificent affair. What have you made of them this season?
Oh yeah, they've been very good. You know, they've been playing differently to what they did last year. I would say we both play similar. So I imagine if I don't play, I imagine this is going to be a hell of a game to watch on Saturday. You know, you've got 2 great footballing teams, and you've got teams who don't sit back; they go for it. So hopefully, it'll be a win for us, but there'll be goals in the game.
Alan, I'm certainly looking forward to it. Thanks for taking the time and good luck against Denmark and Wales, pal.
No problem, lads. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you.